Hi guys, and welcome to today's video where I am going to tell you all about my fitness journey over the last few months. It kind of started in around October, November time. I was doing long distance with my boyfriend. I was here in the UK. I didn't have that much to do. I'm doing my final year at university, but I'm doing just essay subjects, so I had quite a lot of free time on my hands. I think I only had about like 4 or 5 lectures a week, and I was really bored and I was becoming very clingy to my boyfriend, so I thought what I should do is just set my mind to something else. So what I did was started going to the gym, and when I started it was really hard. I literally ached so bad, but as I got better and better I started upping the amount of times I would go to the gym, and I started absolutely loving it by about like the second week of November, and I was going every single day, which I know isn't bad because you're supposed to have time to recover, but I would do kind of light workouts every other day, and I was just absolutely loving it. And when I got onto the scales I had lost about 12 pounds, nearly a stone, which is just absolutely kind of mind blowing. I didn't think I lost that much weight. I was still eating the way I was eating chocolate, sometimes eating pizza, I was having takeaway. Like, I was not paying attention to my health kind of in that way food wise at all. I was just working out, so I was so surprised. And that is kind of my fitness journey. And now onto some tips that I have. Obviously I'm not an expert, but these are just kind of things that I found really useful. I think the first thing is find something that you love doing. I really enjoy doing weights at the gym, so I would focus a lot on that, and I would actually get excited for it. I think that you need to find an activity that you're excited to do. If you don't like running, do not go and set yourself running every single day because you're just gonna fail. Something I really recommend is doing something like spinning. I've actually started spinning at somewhere called Tribe Yoga in Edinburgh, where my boyfriend is currently, and I absolutely love it. It's so energetic, so much fun, and you sweat so much. It's a really hard workout. I'm still aching and I did it like 2 days ago. So I think if you enjoy doing group activities, maybe something like boxing or spinning, but if you prefer individual things, well, perhaps the gym is better for you. I think you really need to tailor what you want to do to what you actually like, because then at that point it becomes sustainable. That kind of leads me on to the second point. Make sure you have kind of a long-term goal in mind. I think this is really important because kind of a lot of people go on these like fad diets where they just think really short term and then they stop and gain all the weight back on. I think that what you should do is find something you really enjoy, so it's very easy to do it long term, and at the end of the day your health is something that needs to be good long term. And something that I really enjoy thinking about is how what I'm doing now, improving my lung capacity, improving the strength of my muscles, is something that's going to benefit me when I'm older. I really think the progress you make now really impacts the way you kind of live in the future, so that really motivates me personally. And the third tip that I have is you don't have to do this religiously and you don't have to eat perfectly. It obviously completely depends what your goal is. If your goal is like a lot of weight loss, perhaps you need to pay more attention to your diet. I know that people said losing weight is 80% diet, 20% exercise. However, in my experience, I have exercised a lot and eaten kind of the same. So for example, when I was in Durham in first term, I would drink a hot chocolate every single day and I still lost a stone. So I think everything in moderation is really important. I don't think you should cut everything that you love out. Just try to drink or eat less of it, which I know is really hard, but I think once you start seeing results, which actually should come really quickly, then you will be motivated to keep off or keep down the intake of those unhealthy foods. But I also at the same time think naturally, since going to the gym, I have become more aware of kind of the foods that I eat, because say I run on a treadmill, it's so hard, I'm sweating, I feel disgusting, and I've only burnt 200 calories. I think, well, that's like 1 chocolate bar. Like, I'm working out for 20 minutes, or I could have 1 chocolate bar for that amount of calories, and it just makes the food less worth it. And that's really helped me value different kinds of foods and kind of weigh up whether I really want to eat that and whether it was worth working out that time for. And then comes to my fourth and final tip, is to just make very small alterations to your diet. As I was saying, it could be only drinking 1 fizzy drink a day rather than 2, or changing your bread to granary rather than white. Something that I have done personally is I used to love the sugary drinks from Starbucks. Like caramel macchiatos were just my favourite, but if you look how many calories are in there and the amount of sugar, it's not good, guys. There's a lot of sugar in those things. So what I've started to do is change the coffee that I drink. So instead of drinking a caramel macchiato every day or a latte every day which has lots of milk in, I instead switch to a filter coffee or an Americano. And my tastes have actually changed, so now I have a filter coffee with no milk and no sugar, and I absolutely love it. And sometimes I have a caramel macchiato and I'm like, oh, this is horrible, this is so sugary. So I think over time your taste will change. And something like just changing to a 0-calorie coffee rather than a 300 or 400 calorie coffee actually makes such a difference to your health, because that calorie change could become the deficit that you need to lose that weight. And yes, I hope this video was helpful. Obviously I am not an expert, so I don't know if my tips are right, but they have helped me, and I really wanted to put across the message that you can still eat kind of what you want and lose weight, because that's what I did without the intention really of losing weight. Please remember to follow me on Instagram down below. I've also created a blog with my boyfriend. If you would like to follow that, I would love that. It's called ouradventures.co.uk, and that will be in the description bar below as well. Thank you so much for supporting me, and I will see you next time, guys. Bye, I love you.